Hello, creative ones. It's Melissa. Thought I would just pop on here and just do a quick video. Felt really called to talk about the true awakening of the feminine, of the divine feminine. And when I talk about the feminine, I'm talking about the feminine principle within all of us, within humanity, within life. Yeah. I feel like there's a real distorted perception, and I felt called to speak about this. If you're here, say hello. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Dawn. What's up, my sister? Brendan. Hello. So the feminine principle is alive in all of us, and the feminine principle is energetic, right? I'm speaking of the feminine principle energetically. Feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, it does not gender specific. This is about the energetics. I want you to think of it like the right brain. So if you've been labeled creative, more of a feeler, more sensitive, that's feminine energy, right? Hey, Stephanie. What's up, my sister? It's so great to see all of you here. So the rising of the feminine and awakening and empowerment of the feminine is not just about goddess culture or, the goddesses and the priestesses, and a lot of that is old archetypes anyway. What it really is about is awakening our coming back into energetically like an egalitarian system into balance with the masculine and feminine principles of creation, right? Of humanity. So again, feminine energy is feeling, it's sensitivity, it's intuition, it is imagination, although that can also be sort of the energetics of what I call the inner child and the system of the inner family. But I think it's so important to talk about that emotions, nurturing, empathy, compassion, those are all feminine energetics. Masculine energy, right? And really this is about the awakening of the feminine and the masculine and bringing it into balance, bringing it into harmony within ourselves and then within the planet and within all of creation, because we're clearly out of balance right now, right? And so it's really up to each of us, male or female, doesn't really matter what body you're in, although you're going to have a different relationship to it depending on your own energetic core and what you resonate with more. But it really is about bringing those energetics into harmony, because that is what we embody in creation, right? We have to have both. And we're constantly coming into balance with both. So the feminine also is, so it's getting comfortable with your emotions. It's learning to empower your emotions, getting comfortable in your emotional body. It is releasing trauma, right? Within these energetics on the masculine and the feminine line. Super, super important. So, a lot of women, for example, let's use some real life examples. So I'm going to ground this for you a little bit. So let's talk about feminism. And is feminism actually part of the awakening of the feminine? Well, of course, on some level, the principle of feminism is equality for men and women, for gender. So if somebody that is expressing or believes in empowering the feminine or bringing those genders, rights, whatever, into balance, into equality, sometimes, and I think this is where feminism has gotten a really bad rap, because there has been an expression of feminism, for example, with an out of balance masculine principle. So if we have yet to heal the masculine line, if we have yet to clear, evolve, reconcile, heal, whatever words you want to choose, the masculine principle of creation, it will be distorted, and this is how it can play out. It will be distorted in being aggressive versus assertive and connected to the heart, which is the feminine energy. The feminine energy is in the heart, right? The masculine principle, oh, my light just went out, is in the mind. So when they're working together, kidding, my light's going on and my battery's about to die. That's so funny. I'm getting a little, yay, with the lighting here. It's hilarious. Thank you. So when that is out of balance, the masculine expresses itself through us, right? Because we are expressing, hey, Dorothy, we are expressing it within our actions, right? Male principle is inspired action when it's in integrity, let's say. Integrity with life, integrity with creation, integrity with the feminine principle within ourselves. When it's out of balance so it can be either overactive, which is aggressive, dominating, manipulative, abusive, that kind of energy, right? Hey, Michelle, what's up? Or it can be underdeveloped masculine principle, right? And that means not taking action, in your emotion, too much in the feminine principle, too much feminine energy, not taking inspired action on what you're doing. Hey, Beth. So important that there's clarity in this, because I see a lot of people teaching and doing some really amazing things, but they really don't get the energetics behind what they're doing. And energy is everything. You know, so much of my work has evolved over the years. You know, I have clinical training in psychology, which is mind. I have a lot of physical training in terms of, kinesthetics and kinesiology and the expressive and transformative arts. I think it's so funny, this light is going on and off. I just came in from the beach, actually. We've been working to charge my battery, my little remote battery, and so it's blinking, which is so funny. But so yeah, I mean, is this resonating with you? So you have to have those, you have to be able to watch and know, right? What energy, where is your own energy? It's like really being about the master of your own energy, whether you're a man or a woman. This is essential. It's the way that we create, right? It's being in integrity with our wholeness, with our full self-expression, and with creation. So when we are integrated in terms of our masculine and feminine principle, we're comfortable with taking inspired action. We are comfortable with expressing emotion. We are comfortable with the flow of life. And to, when those are distorted, if your masculine principle is distorted, your feminine principle is going to be distorted. So it's really about bringing them into that inner union, what I call the inner marriage of your own wholeness and how you express your own energy, your own creative life energy. Yeah? Does this resonate? Any thoughts? So let me give you another example. So that was the one about feminism that I think, because, people are always like, oh, Melissa, you're such a feminist. And it's like, well, yeah, but a lot of the feminist movements have been distorted by the belief that being masculine or being overly masculine energetically, right, is going to create equality. And that's coming from a patriarchal mindset, which is an out of balance consciousness around the masculine and feminine. And that's what we're in a massive shift globally in terms of consciousness and bringing that back into balance as a humanity. We have to, obviously there's so many distortions coming to the surface so that we clear that. Like a strobe light going on here with my little handy mobile lighting. Feminine, so just really quick, feminine energy. What is feminine energy? And I'm going to be speaking and teaching a lot more about this. And we're trying to upload this video on IGTV too. So definitely where I riff on this a lot more. But feminine energy is compassion. Hey, Stacy. Feminine energy is compassion, right? The feminine principle, compassion. It's spaciousness. It's rest. It's receptive. You know, it is intuitive, it is nurturing, it is empathetic, it is sensitive, intuitive, right? Masculine principle energy, energetically, is linear thinking, it is practical, it is, inspired action, it is talking. Right now I'm kind of in both. I am tuning into what I'm being called to speak about intuitively, so I'm listening to my higher self, my intuition, and then I am responding with action. That is my feminine and masculine principle, right? Integrated, coming to share this message with you. So you can always be observant of where your energy is and what needs to shift to come into balance, to come into harmony. And that's where, when we're integrated like that, our energy just flows. Creation flows, manifestation flows, business flows, right? Everything, and it feels good, right? It's not always comfortable, when there's distortions or when we're, clearing or ascending or expanding into new expressions of ourselves. Yeah, there's going to be stuff to transmute always. So I hope that's clear. Any questions, any comments, thoughts, feelings? I'd love to know how you experience this in your own life, in your own creative expression. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.